Hello and welcome to the SoftWash UK training course. Now, the reason why you're here right now is because you want to learn more about soft washing and develop your skills, and also make sure that you know what you're doing and how to do it, and basically learn from somebody who's got quite a lot of experience with it, but also is a key player within the industry. And that happens to be, I hate to say it, but me. There's nothing like blowing your own trumpet, but the reality is you want confidence in somebody who knows what they're talking about when it comes to soft washing. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of background first, just so you know that the person who's training you on this course actually knows what they're talking about. Okay, because there's no point paying for a course and then not having any confidence in that person. So if I give you a bit of background first of who I am and the reasons why I'm here today training you, then you'll be able to make an informed decision as if you're getting your money's worth regards to this training that you're about to start. So as I said, my name's Mark Cave. I started off as a farmer of all things. So you're nothing set in concrete when you first start out in your career. But I left the farm at a very early age and worked in agricultural sales, selling tractors and combine harvesters and stuff like that. Eventually I was made redundant, and I was actually on job seekers allowance for a small period of time, which was a bit of an eye-opener to say the least. But what that did do was focus my mind, and actually I decided to start a business and go self-employed. And that business was Mr. Clever Clean. And the reason why I started that business is because from my farming days and also my working in agricultural sales, I used to do a lot of pressure washing, cleaning down the tractors and combine harvesters and that sort of thing. So what happened there was I just had I found my natural talent of jet washing. Now, I enjoyed doing it as well, and I think a lot of people in this industry actually like cleaning for a living. They actually like the achievement it gives them, the instant gratification for a clean surface, the pat on the back. They can look around and see how good the job is that they've done pretty much straight away, and that resonated with me when I first started Mr. Clever Clean, just cleaning driveways and patios and cleaning out gutters and stuff like that. So much so that I then realized that I had a bit of an entrepreneur sort of bent in regards to building the business, and so I started Mr. Clever Clean franchise, and that's been operating to this day. However, what that then led me to was introducing new initiatives into the cleaning industry for Mr. Clever Clean, and one of those was soft washing. And the history behind soft washing, it all started off when the internet became more powerful than, when it was one day when there wasn't any internet, and then there was, and that allowed people like myself to do a bit of research, and we discovered this thing from America called soft washing. And it was all like smoke and mirrors and, oh my God, what are these Americans doing? And so it took a lot of trawling the internet to find out exactly what was going on. And then also adapting it to our UK climate and conditions, because in America it's nothing like what it is over here in the UK. So once I worked out what that was, and there was a few other people soft washing as well in the UK by then, some of us were even soft washing and we didn't even know it. We were using sodium hypochlorite to get rid of black spots on patios after jet washing and that sort of thing. And so eventually we there was a few key individuals, and I was one of them, and I started SoftWash UK as a e-commerce website supplying soft washing chemicals. And the first chemical that I supplied was Clever Wash, which was the surfactant that you would add to a sodium hypochlorite, which we learnt from the Americans. But to be honest, we'd been doing soft washing without knowing in this country, as I said. But yeah, so that's really my background, and SoftWash UK just grew and grew and grew through me supplying and finding chemicals that I wanted to use within the Mr. Clever Clean franchise network, and then actually being able to share those products and have them made specifically for my guys out there in the UK. And that's where we are today. That brings us right up to today. So this course is all about the basics of soft washing, leading you through the knowledge and the mixology, the understanding of the chemicals and why and when and how, and making an informed decision of what different risk assessment and methods that we're going to use for different cleaning methods. And so that's really what you're lacking at this stage. If you've come on this course, there's a couple of reasons. You want to build on your confidence, or you're a complete beginner, or you want to just make sure you're doing it correctly as well. And so the way I come, where I come from in regards to education, I was never very good at school, and a classroom environment for me was not really the thing. And I think you'll probably find a lot of you guys are very similar to that, where we're more hands-on. We just want to get things done. But we do also understand that time is value, and being able to go on a training course is not exactly easy. And then there's the additional cost as well, when staying away on a training course as well. And the reality, if you've ever been on a training course, you'll know it's a little bit death by PowerPoint. There's a whole group of men or women or both. You all end up in a classroom. As a guy down the bottom end, just pressing enter on a laptop and showing you PowerPoint presentations, and then drumming over and over again about how dangerous things are, and then from that point they go, but by the way, you can use our chemicals and our equipment. Now, I felt when I started to do the course for you guys, I wanted it to be pretty much as independent as I could get it. So I will be recommending our chemicals, of course. I wouldn't be stupid if I didn't, because of the fact that it's my business. But also I'll tell you what other chemicals, the names of those chemicals are, and what's available on the internet. So that's pretty much what this course is going to be about. And by the end of it, you're going to realize that your confidence level is going to go through the roof. Also, you'll be able to contact me, and I'll hold your hand and sort of mentor you going forward, and give you that confidence. Because ultimately, you can do all the classroom-based or online training as you possibly want. The reality is, you need some hands-on as well, and there's no courses out there that actually gives you hands-on. So the best way to do is to use this course, then go into your own private surroundings, your own patios or a friend's patio, your friend's renders or your own renders, your own roof, etc., and practice on your own property. And before you know it, you're going to be in your comfort zone, and you'll be able to achieve those amazing cleans that you see on the YouTubes and on Facebook and on Instagram and all the usual socials. So that's how this is going to work. At the end of this course as well, you'll again you will be qualified, basically, in my eyes, based on what you've learnt. We will back you, SoftWash UK. You can use the word SoftWash UK, the logo on your van. There'll be a specialist logo for you, an approved contractor. You'll also go on to my database of contractors that we approve, and that will be searchable on the website as well. And so people looking for contractors to do the work will be able to find us on this website here as well, on SoftWash UK. And we'll also there'll be a scheme where we also, when you register, you have to prove that you've got public liability, etc., and insurance, basically. They're the criteria, but we'll come into that at the end of the course and explain all that. But yeah, so this is what it's all about. I'm very excited to share this with you guys. You're along for the journey. Each module that you do, each model that you do, there'll be a video that I'll be talking to you as well. So it depends what your learning style is. But also there's text that you can go through. And at the bottom of that, there'll be a multiple choice question based on that text. So you can then prove your learning as well. And you don't have to do it all in one sitting. The dashboard that manages your course will actually save where you've got up to, and then you can come back and start again, or start at the beginning, or start where you left off. So in that respect, you've got plenty of time to do this. There's no time schedules. You can take as long as you like, and then once you complete it, you'll be able to use the logo on your website, your vans, and basically we'll promote you as well. So that's basically in a nutshell. If you have any questions, you can reach me personally at mark at softwashing.uk should you have any questions about the course going forward. Okay, so without further ado, let's get going. Thank you for listening.